This is Professor Michael Chapman. I'm one of the most experienced IVF doctors in Australia. I believe that an important part that I can contribute is to educate patients in relation to fertility, infertility, and all that involves. These series of podcasts help to educate you. I hope they are helpful to you. If you wish to know more, however, I'm more than happy to have you contact me via email, which is profmchapman@gmail.com, or make an appointment to see me on 9138 4222.
Prof, we have just coming close to wrapping up, but we had an article in the Washington Post about a California couple wanting to sue an IVF lab because the oil that was used in their IVF apparently affected the embryos and destroyed them. Did you have any thoughts on that?
I think for them to hold that case, they'd have to have done. There must have been other embryos affected in the same way. Everyone goes looking for a reason why embryos don't grow. It is a well-known fact that mostly embryos don't grow because the air quality is poor. So I think for them to prove their case, they would have to demonstrate that in that lab on that day, when they did 5 other cases, all of the embryos went bad. Other than, I don't think they would have much grounds on which to prove that, except on that way. And the oil that's used is the oil that's been used now for 30 years, and it stabilises the environment the eggs are in. So unless somehow it got contaminated, but then, as I say, you'd expect that to be across a range of embryos, not just theirs. And they just want hopefully they've got a good lawyer that's not charging lots of money, because I don't think they'll win.
So how do people get in touch with you, Prof? And is there any closing remarks you have?
I mean, I do 2 clinics a week at COGRA at IVF Australia. About a third of my consultations now are video from people living from outside the area. So I'm happy to talk to people from anywhere, basically. I've got a lady coming in from America next week and to have a cycle with me because they haven't been successful elsewhere, and they felt that it was worth the trip to come and have IVF with us. So contacting me, my room's at COGRA, 95985505, is one way of getting through, asking for my secretary and booking an appointment. And the IVF Australia phone number, the 1800 number, is another way. And I'm also on email, michael.chapman@ivf.com.au, and I'm happy to answer questions as well.
Okay, I've actually put those phone numbers in the chat, Prof. So thank you very much for that. Anything else you wanted to add before we sign off?
Anybody who's on board who is interested in listening to me rather than seeing my beautiful face is the podcast, The IVF Journey, which if you go through the menu there, I'm sure you'll find talks on anything that you're particularly interested in the area of infertility.
And that's theivfjourney.com.
And don't forget that you can access all the previous episodes by going to our website www.theivfjourney.com and select IVF Journey Podcast from the navigation menu.